What's that old saying? Work smarter, not harder. All right then. Gotta love a machine that runs on diesel and 2-cycle mix. Get ready to be impressed. Just in case it's not apparent on camera how many leaves we're dealing with here, this is the size of the pile I've already got. It is working beautifully. Right now though, I got a pretty good sized windrow here, and what I might do is just try to bulldoze it with the hopper. I think next year one of my improvements to this setup might be to get one of those leaf dozer blades or make my own, but this thing's every bit of 3.5 or 4 feet tall. I tell you, there's nothing quite like slot dozing leaves on a cool autumn day. It's ridiculous. All right, back to your usual scheduled programming. I am getting ever so close. This was just the ditch. Just have to clean up this half of the yard here. This half went into the ditch. This half's gonna go out toward the pond. We'll get this done and we'll chat for a minute, wrap this up. I love having acreage, but when you live in the woods, it's a lot of work. done. Oh, for now. The oak trees like to hang on to their leaves until like mid-December and then drop them all at once. So that'll be fun. So this is my second year running this setup, and I have to say, I think I'm impressed with it as much now as I was last year. The Echo PB9010 on a front mount Grasshopper, doesn't really matter what kind of front mount Grasshopper, just a place to mount the thing up front. This blower at the time when I bought it was the biggest they sold, anyone sold, 1100 CFM, and it's a monster. And then when you pair it with a mower deck that has a great discharge, it's a pretty fantastic setup. For those of you wondering, you saw the ratchet straps down here. Yes, at least 5 times I did grab it and say, she ain't going nowhere. So I wanted to cover that for you. For some of you who've been on the channel for a while, you know we have a giant Buffalo turbine blower that goes on the back of our tractors. We still use that kind of on the driveway and in the big wide open areas, but I've got so many trees. It's so difficult to get that tractor in and out and actually be efficient with your time blowing leaves. And, you know, it's okay when the trees are only 4 or 5 inches in diameter, but some of these trees that are 24, 30 inches in diameter, leaves stack up behind them and you got to kind of get around them. So it's just not the most efficient. Plus, I don't have a tractor small enough to not damage my yard. So we still use that around the property. I just don't use it in my lawn. And they do make those for front mount Grasshoppers, but A, those Buffalo turbine blowers for the front mount Grasshoppers are expensive. And B, with this setup, you can mow while you blow. I'd really be curious to see head to head how much more efficient one of those setups is versus this. Because there is a benefit to be able to mow while you're blowing. Unless you're someone who mows your lawn every 3 or 4 days and your lawn is always short and you're not really having to worry about actually doing a final cut at the end of the year, then maybe you don't need to mow. But my yard needed mowing. I'm too busy to mow it every 3 or 4 days. And so if I can mow it and clean up the leaves all at once, you bet. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. Many more fun ones on the way here at the farm. If you would, hit that subscribe button, come back and see me. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.